You're bleeding money because you're trading the wrong time frame. Not because it's broken, because you haven't mastered it. You bounce between 5-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily, thinking more charts equals more chances. That's utter nonsense. More time frames don't create opportunity. They create noise, hesitation, and bad decisions. The 1 hour chart is a time frame almost nobody talks about, yet nearly everyone who's actually consistent relies on it. It's not frantic like the 5-minute. It's not painfully slow like the daily. It cuts out emotional noise while still giving you enough reps to build real skill. But trading the 1 hour randomly won't save you. There are 5 specific rules that separate structured execution from chaos. This isn't motivation. This is mechanics you can apply immediately. Let's break it down. Step 1. Trade one session only. Not all day, not whenever you feel like it, one fixed window. A single 3-hour session where exactly 3 1-hour candles form. That's your entire trading day. Most traders misunderstand this. They think switching to the 1 hour means they can trade all day, just slower. Wrong. That's still overtrading. You're still staring at the screen too long. You're still reacting to setups that don't matter. Trading the 1 hour doesn't mean trading every hour. It means owning one session and ignoring everything else. Pick a window, learn it deeply. For example, New York, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. 3 candles, that's it. You shouldn't care what's happening in Asia. You shouldn't care what's happening in London. You show up at 9, observe 3 candles, take your setup if it appears, and you're done by noon. Why this works? Every session has a personality. Volatility, liquidity, behavior, all different. The first hour of New York doesn't behave like the last. Asia doesn't move like London. If you trade multiple sessions on the same time frame, you're playing multiple games at once. You'll never know what behavior to expect. But if you trade the same 3 hours every day, patterns repeat, you learn where traps form, you understand how institutions behave in that window. After months, you're no longer guessing. You recognize. Most traders never build this edge because they're trying to trade 18 hours a day. Stop, pick one session, 3 candles, master it. If you trade stocks, New York makes sense. If you trade Forex, maybe it's London. Either way, choose one and commit. This step kills your addiction to variety. Variety is why you're losing. You don't need activity, you need selectivity. If your setup doesn't appear during your window, you don't trade, you wait. That patience is what builds consistency. Step 2. Use one setup built for the 1 hour. Not 5 setups, 1. And it must be a setup that actually respects 1 hour structure. Most traders fail here. The 1 hour chart isn't a slower 5-minute. It's a different market entirely. Lower time frames show emotional reactions. Higher time frames show institutional positioning. Your setup has to reflect that. For a simple example, a 1 hour pullback into structure. That's it. You identify a trend on the 4 hour or daily, then you wait for the 1 hour to retrace into a key level. Support, resistance, moving average, whatever. When price rejects that level and closes strong, you enter. No breakouts, no reversals, no pattern hopping. Why? Because you've taken this setup hundreds of times, you know its variations, you know which pullbacks are real and which are traps. That depth only comes from focus. One setup gives you real pattern recognition. You're not relearning every trade. You're comparing to the last 50 times you've seen it. If you keep changing strategies, you stay a beginner forever. 6 months on one setup turns you into a specialist, and specialists win. Make it simple, enough to spot instantly. Anything that isn't your setup is irrelevant. Let it go. This step kills FOMO. Breakouts that aren't yours, ignore them. Someone else's trade, your job is to wait. Random traders chase what looks good. Systematic traders execute only their pattern. Become indifferent to everything else. Step 3. Only trade when the higher time frame agrees. This is the filter most people skip and is why they lose. The 1 hour can look perfect, clean structure, strong rejection. But if the 4 hour trend disagrees, you're fighting momentum. Rule is simple. 4 hour up, only long setups. 4 hour down, only short setups. 4 hour range, usually skip. No exceptions. I don't care how good the 1 hour looks. If higher time frames don't support it, it's not a trade. This alignment matters because institutions operate on daily and 4 hour charts. The structure you see on the 1 hour is just a smaller piece of a larger move. A 1 hour pullback is often a 4 hour retest. That retest is part of a daily continuation. You're not trading against big money, you're entering with precision. This alone can turn a mediocre system into a profitable one. This step kills impatience. You stop jumping in early, you stop reacting, you wait for confirmation. Step 4. Risk based on 1 hour structure every time. Your stop loss must respect the time frame you're trading. If you trade 1 hour, your stop goes beyond 1 hour structure, not 5-minute noise, not random dollar amounts. 1 candle of room, that's it. And your risk percentage stays the same, 1%, 2%, whatever you choose, same every trade. No increasing risk because it looks perfect, no shrinking risk because you're scared. Most traders screw this up by using tiny stops on a big time frame. They get shaken out, then watch price go to target. Their analysis was right, their risk management was amateur. If you trade the 1 hour, you must accept 1 hour volatility. This step kills overtrading because it forces patience. You stop forcing trades just to keep stops small. You trade fewer, better setups. Step 5. Review once per session. Not after every trade, not during the trade. At the end of your session, ask 3 questions. Did my setup appear? Did I take it correctly? Did I follow my higher time frame filter and stop rules? That's it. Win or lose doesn't matter if you follow the process. If you broke a rule, note it and fix it tomorrow. Most traders review emotionally. They obsess over outcomes and try to control randomness. That's useless. You judge performance by execution, not P&L. This step kills overanalysis. It keeps the system clean. Over time, the data shows you exactly what matters without emotion. Here's the reality. You're using too many time frames, too many sessions, too many setups. Cut it down. 1 time frame, 1 session, 1 setup, 1 filter, 1 risk model, 1 review. Consistency isn't complexity. It's doing one thing perfectly. The 1 hour chart slows you down just enough to stop self-destruction while still giving you opportunity. Follow these 5 steps and you stop guessing. You start executing. That's the difference. Subscribe for more.